What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to go through a short form video offer example and really just kind of break down the thought pattern as an agency owner of how you can position your offer for success if you are doing short form content for your clients. But literally, this is the same thought pattern. This is the same kind of system that we've used at our agency, and at this point we're creating hundreds of videos literally every single month for our short form content agency called Strategic. Hopefully this will help you out, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through it together. We're gonna go through 7 different pillars. We're gonna talk about the niche, we're gonna talk about the dream outcomes of that niche, we're gonna talk about pain points, and we're gonna talk about how to solve the pain points. Then we're gonna talk about your actual offer, the systems needed to actually fulfill it, and then we're gonna get into pricing it, how to price your offer for profitability. So this will be very hands-on, it'll be very interactive, it'll be done with you, but hopefully it's going to give you some insight on how you can build your offer. That's not just you go out and you shoot videos and then you edit the videos and you get on this hamster wheel of continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again, and you can't scale, you can't price for profitability, you are getting so many no's when you're talking to people, clients are leaving, etc., etc. That's what we want to eliminate by starting from the root, which is going to be your offer. So dive in with me. We're going to make this super informative, super good. And if you like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if there's anything I missed or any other content that you'd want, please drop a comment down below. Let's get into it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through step by step the theory, not just the actual offer, but the theory of how you can build a offer for your client. And this is going to shortcut you a ton of time, because we've had hundreds, if not thousands, of sales calls with clients to talk about their short form video needs, and have really dissected kind of the common pain points and the offer and fulfillment and how we can actually price for profit. And if you haven't already, go read the book $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. Take a lot of inspiration from it. Obviously, it'll be a little bit different because this is going to be super tailored for short form content agencies, but go ahead and read that book if you haven't already. He also has a free course online to help get you going on this. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with each pillar, or we're going to go through each pillar in detail and kind of talk about how you can start to build out your offer that's going to be fitting for your agency as you start to scale. So first is niche. So the notion that I love to think about here is, if you had back pain and you had to get surgery, you had to get back surgery, a pretty serious surgery, would you rather go to the back surgeon who also does wrist surgery, also practices some podiatry, also does, some elbow surgery over here? Would you rather go to the back surgeon who is just a specialized in back surgery and all they do is back surgery, and they've done 100, if not thousands, of back surgeries? Probably that person. So when you think about a niche, think about how you can go deep on something, right? Like, where can you actually get to know a business so you can actually serve them at the end of the day? Because as an agency owner, like, you need to steward the client's finance as well. You're not just here to selfishly make money. Like, you're here to help be of service to a client. And if you're out here just for a cash grab and not actually to provide value to a client, you are not going to succeed. So when you're picking your niche, you need to figure out where can you actually go deep with the client. I think if you don't have a niche defined, the first things first is like, what business do you somewhat know that could need your services that you could scale up with? Like, that's the first thing. Like, maybe you know a little bit about home building, maybe you know a little bit about plumbing, maybe you know a little bit about e-com, whatever it could be, make that your niche. If not, let's jump into it. What you want to think about is, who is a client that's easy to find? I mean, like, when you start to build lists and online databases, etc. That's how I define easy to find. They are in a growing industry. So like, they are always building, like, good market for product or service, etc. And then they have money, of course. And when we think about short form video, like, another thing that we want to think about is brand, because a video is not like, okay, you click here, you get this deal. It's very much, hey, we're going to position you as authority. We're going to create really good content. We're going to help build your brand, because we don't really do much of the click to lead to call to close, like that kind of stuff for our clients. So who needs to have trust scaled? Okay, that's the question that you gotta also answer for yourself and for your agency. So for this instance, what we're going to do is we're just gonna pick real estate agents, just because it's super easy and we've worked with a lot of them and I can speak to it a little bit. After we have our niche, the next thing that we want to do is we want to think about the dream outcome. What is the dream outcome of the clients, of the real estate agents that we want to talk about? So like, if we're talking about real estate agents, then we can define a dream outcome as like becoming more known. So like, since I know a little bit about the real estate industry, I know that it's not a, hey, one day I woke up and decided to buy a house and want to do it. It's a 5 to 10 year sales cycle. It's about being more known to your clients. It's about being seen in front of your clients pretty consistently and being the go-to person for real estate. It's a long thing. So being known is super important. So we'll help you become the most known in your area. We want more business, thought leader in sphere of influence is going to be a big one. We want them to magnetize clients to them. So that is their dream outcome. They want to become more known. They want to become the most known in the area. They want to have more business. They want to be a thought leader to their sphere of influence, in their sphere of influence, and they want to start magnetizing clients to them. We can also say like position themselves as an authority. Cool. So we have our niche and we have the dream outcome of the niche. Okay, this is how we start to get to know them, and then we can start to figure out, okay, what can we actually offer them? So now we're going to copy this over to the client pain points. So knowing that we've worked with a lot of people in this industry, we know a lot of the pain points, but here is where you want to think about, okay, what problems are the clients going to have with your products or service? What can it not solve? Like, what is a problem for them that they've had to deal with that potentially you can solve? So from like a problem perspective for real estate agents, we can call this, they have no time to create content, no idea what to post, when to post, can't post it, don't have time, have fancy equipment, can't script any videos, not creative, no marketing background, whatever. Like, that's another problem that they could face, not consistent. So these are problems. Like, they have no time to create the content. They have no idea what to post, when to post. They can't post it. They don't have time to do it. They don't have fancy equipment, can't script any videos. They're not creative. They have no marketing background, and they're just not consistent with it. So think about your niche. Like what is their niche? Like, it's a capacity thing. It's usually a time thing for the most part in an ideation perspective. So that's where we want to then move on to the solutions for them. So what sort of problems is your niche going to come up with, whether that's e-com, whether that's dental, whether that's whatever it could be? What sort of problems could they be facing that you could then solve? So now what we want to do is we want to move this bad boy over to your solutions. So we know the problems are there's no time to create content, no idea what to post. Okay, so how can you solve these? Like, to me, these are pretty easy for you to solve. Like, no time to create content, we'll shoot all for you in one day. No idea what to post, when to post. Guess what? We'll post it at optimal times. Can't post it, no time. We'll post it. Don't have fancy equipment. We have it all. Can't script any videos. We do a call to review scripts. Okay, so this is what you need to be doing with each problem that your client is facing. Spelled that wrong. Okay, not creative. You have a team of creatives. No marketing background. We got you, etc. We'll create a month's worth of content in one day. Here's how you're starting to formulate your offer. Okay, what are the problems? Okay, now what are the solutions that you can then start to pull from and pull back from and peel back from to start to then build your offer from? Okay, and this is going to probably get your wheels turning a little bit and give you some ideas on how you can start working it on. Another idea as you're thinking about problems and solutions is like, go talk to somebody, like go ask some people, go interview some potential clients and do some research and ask them, okay, why aren't you doing short form video content? Like what is the problem? Or like, what are some of the issues that you're coming across with being consistent on social media with short form video? Because this is really the way to go. So let's move on to the actual offer. So I'm just going to copy this solutions page. And what we're going to do is we're going to start building out an offer based off of this that I think would be freaking money. So really, we want to talk about the dream outcome. So let's just say our offer is we help real estate agents become the most known agent on social media. So this is your verbiage. This is the dream outcome. This is you talking to your ideal client. This is how you're marketing your offer. So based off of the problems and the solutions that we uncovered, we just need to build this out. If they have no idea what to post, when to post. If they can't post it, no time, don't have any fancy equipment, can't script any videos, not creative, no marketing background, not consistent. Like, what can we do to make this practically work? Well, how about let's do a monthly planning call to plan out 8 videos for your brand, where you can basically uniquely talk to them, get to know them, work on retention, make sure that you're prepared for the shoot, and make sure that you have good ideas going into the shoot. Then we can do a monthly video shoot on location, maybe 2 hours, to film all 8 videos. And then here, I mean, the subset could be like script development, hook development. This is where you need to do some research, like our team will research trending topics in your industry to pitch as well as collaborate with you in order to come up with videos on brand for you. Monthly video shoot on location, 2 hours, where we'll film all videos. Our team of experts will come on site to shoot all 8 videos, prepared with on-site coaching, notes from call, and teleprompter if needed. Perfect. What else here? Editing the videos. So our team will edit all 60-second videos with your branding, captivate your audience, and draw people in. Okay, what were the other problems? Do I have fancy equipment? Could we solve that? Can't post in no time. Okay, posting the videos. Our team will post all 8 videos monthly to all platforms on your behalf, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, what else could be good is like cover photos. Our team to create all cover photos for your Instagram and other platforms for consistency. So we help real estate agents become the most known agent on social media. We do a monthly planning call to plan out 8 videos for your brand. We do a monthly video shoot on location for 2 hours to film all the videos. We edit all the videos for you. We'll even do the posting and create the cover photos for your brand. Boom. This is an offer that you can literally replicate and use for your business for whatever niche that you're going after. But the good thing is what this does is it solves all the client's problems. Like, what else are we missing in here from a short form content perspective that would be valuable to add? Okay, that's where you start to get the client feedback and jump on sales calls, understand your customer, understand your niche really well, and figure out what that could be. Maybe it's, hey, we need to do 2 shoots a month. Hey, maybe we need to do a weekly shoot. Maybe we need to do a quarterly shoot, whatever that could be. This is where you start to kind of ideate the offer and the brand for your specific niche. The other thing is going back to this, like, imagine doing this offer for 20 different niches, right? This isn't going to fit for every single different niche. So that's why it's so important to think about first your target customer, and then you build the offer around it. Because when you start to fulfill this, when you start to get to know more real estate agents and you understand their brands even more, and you understand more about what makes them tick and what's important to them in the copy and what to tell them on the sales calls and how to best come up with good ideas for them, that's only going to make your agency that much better, and the finances that the agent is trusting with you to go deeper and to be stewarded even better, right? Like, that makes you more valuable if you can say, hey, we worked with 100 real estate agents and done this 100 times for different real estate agents, versus, oh yeah, we work with this person and these niches and this niche and we do this for that. It's like, that's not going to fly these days, right? Like, people want to work with experts, and you need to position yourself as an expert, as hard as that can be. Where I see a lot of people miss on this is they just want to, especially with content creation, is they just want to jump into the shooting editing. That's what we're doing. Shooting, editing. They don't want to do any scripting or strategy. They don't want to do any of the posting, which is actually super easy to fulfill. So what we want to talk about next is the fulfillment side of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over our offer here, and we're just going to start to reverse engineer this to figure out how you can start to scale this. And there's an end in sight for you and your agency. Okay, where I see most people mess up on this, where most people screw up, is they sell it and they do all of this themselves. They're grinding, they're doing the planning calls, they're doing the shoots, they're doing the edits, they're doing the posting, they're doing the cover photos. And what happens is they start to get burnt out because they're doing absolutely everything and there's no end in sight and there's no vision in sight. which is another a pricing thing, which we'll talk about in a second, but they're just on a hamster wheel. They're doing everything. There's no way to actually work them out of their business. So before you start selling this, you need to think about the end in mind. Like, how can I delegate this? Like, how can I best fulfill this to be operationally efficient? So some thoughts around fulfillment. Let's jump into it. All things fulfillment. So if we need the monthly planning call to plan out the videos for the brand, monthly video shoot, editing the videos, posting the videos, and cover photos. So how can we practically fulfill this? So basically this is like, to me, this is a like you/creative director that is fulfilling this. And their role is to plan out the video shoots and communicate to the videographer that is then going to shoot this. And then the videographer, what they do is they send it to the editor who's going to be editing this. Once the edits are done, they're going to send it to the social media manager who's going to be posting this, and also with the graphic designer. So now your agency of one just became an agency of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 later down the road. And if you're doing all of this stuff right now, that's okay. What you need to start thinking about is if you're an agency that's doing maybe, let's just say 10 videos a month. And I remember doing this when we were first starting Braintegic, when it was just me and Mark Robinson, the other partner on Braintegic, is what would the agency look like if we were doing 100 videos a month? What would the agency look like? Can you imagine doing 100 videos every single month? Like, what would that look like? That's crazy, right? But that's what we thought about when we were super small. And because we were thinking about that, we started to create systems in order to figure out how we can actually handle it. So that's what we need to be thinking about when we're thinking about actually fulfilling it. We're not thinking about, okay, I'm gonna jump on a call, randomly put someone on the calendar, and then I'm gonna do all the videos. I'm gonna text them to my editor. We're gonna text back and forth. No, you need systems and processes in place in order to fulfill it accordingly. We use a tool called Notion. I'm not gonna go through any of this right now, but if you'd like me to go through more of the project management side of things on the fulfillment side of things, let me know, leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to do that for you guys. But for the most part, I'm really just trying to hit the fulfillment end of how you need to be thinking about this and how you need to be start to scale, which is going to lead into the actual pricing of it. So end in mind, fulfillment. So you need basically a system for the calls. You need a system for the shoots. Who does what? SOP. You need a project management system for the editors and a SOP for the editors. You need a project management system for the social media manager and a SOP for the social media manager of how to post on behalf of the client and whatnot, and then PM system and SOP. Okay, so this is how you need to start thinking about your fulfillment. It's not, okay, I get a deal and then I start to do everything and it's a disorganized process. It's, okay, I get a deal. How can I best create a system around this deal in order to fulfill it efficiently, assuming that we're going to get 10 more deals this month? How do I make it a good experience for the client? Okay, we're not talking about onboarding here. I have an onboarding video linked in a different video, but we're talking about fulfilling it consistently. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. I know it's a little bit complicated, a little bit in the weeds, but it's really just a mindset shift that I want you guys to think of as far as growing your business, working yourself out of your business, becoming a CEO, not going on the shoots, not editing the videos, and really building out this short form video offer for your business. So the next thing that we want to talk about is pricing. So as far as the pricing of the offer goes, this is going to be the simplest way for you to think about this. So if we're doing a monthly planning call to plan out the videos for your brand, basically what you're going to want to do is you want to put role, hours, rate. And I'm going to give you a super simple way to do this because I don't want to overcomplicate it. I have a calculator as well that breaks this down, that maybe on the next video I'll also explain the theory behind pricing and how to actually price for profitability. But this is how you price for profitability and you price for scale. For simplicity, so let's just say this role eventually, maybe it's just you right now, is going to be the creative director that's going to do the planning. And we assume that it's going to take 1.5 hours for the call plus research, and we're going to pay them, let's call it $40 an hour. Then we have the monthly video shoot on location for 2 hours to film all 8 videos. Same thing, role, this is going to be a videographer. Hours, this is going to be 2.5 hours for the shoot plus travel plus footage transfer. Let's just make it simple. Rate, let's just use $40 for simplicity again. And then if you're doing two, like if you have two videographers showing up on the shoot, make sure you multiply that by 2 and double that up. Next up is editing the videos. So you want an editor. Role is going to be an editor. Hours, typically it's, so if we did 8 videos, it's going to be, let's just call it 2 hours per video. So that's going to be 16 hours. Let's just call it 18 hours with revisions. And then rate, we're going to be efficient and we're going to find somebody potentially outside of the United States. And that's going to be, let's call it $10 an hour. Posting, the role is going to be social media manager. Hours is going to be, we usually see about 45 minutes per post. So if you're posting 8 videos, 8 times, let's just call it an hour. Let's just call it 8 hours. 8 for posting, and then rate, same thing as above. We're going to be efficient because I'm going to find somebody offshore for this. Same thing, graphic design. Let's just call it hours, 8 cover photos. Let's just have them make a template and then updating the templates. We're going to be efficient and we're going to find somebody not in the United States so we can be efficient with the rate and get a good deal on everything. So now what we need to do is we need to figure out, okay, if it's 1.5 hours for $40, what we need to do is we need to pull out our calculator. So 40 times 1.5, so that's going to be $60 here, COGS, which is cost of goods sold. Let's do 40 times 2.5 for the shoot, $100 COGS, assuming that you just have one shooter on there. And for safety, I'm going to put 2 shooters. Editing the videos, 18 times 10. That's where a lot of your costs will go as well. So this is just an example. Okay, this is not actual rates of people. This is just how you can start to price everything out. So if we add up all of the COGS, so 20 plus 80 plus 180 plus 200 plus $60, your cost of goods sold is going to be $540. So basically what this means is this is how much it costs you as an agency owner to fulfill this offer. So if you were to delegate absolutely everything, you would be paying $540 for this to be done. But what we want to do is we need to make a profit because we're a business and we need to be in business. So the easiest way is to use a multiplier of 3 to 4, depending on like how much profit you want to make, pretty much. So in this case, if we did 540 times 3.5, or let's just do 540 times 3, we would need to charge $1,620 to the clients in order to make a 66.66666% gross profit on this offer. So if you charge $2,000, then you make way more profit. Kind of the line for the service for the video agency work that I see is anywhere from 60 to 80% profit. So that's what you want to be making from a client perspective per offer that you're doing. If you do a video shoot for a client and you're paying somebody $100 to do all the shooting, then you should be at least charging the customer $300, if not way more, to do the shooting or that part of the role. So that's pretty much the offer and how to come up with the niche, how to come up with the problems, the solution, and the pricing. Hopefully this was super helpful and insightful. I know we got in the weeds. I know it was a little bit complicated, but if there's anything else that you'd want me to cover specifically on this, or if you have any questions about pricing or offer creation, leave a comment down below. I try to respond to all the comments. It also helps me create future videos and would be happy to help you out. And if you like the video, I'd be super grateful if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more just agency tips like this, how to work yourself out of your business, how to stop working in the business so much and work on the business with tactics like this, creating an offer, pricing it out. Thanks again for watching. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at Austin Schneider. We'll be happy to help you out. And down below, there's some more resources on how you can book a call with me and my team to see if you could be a fit for working with one-on-one. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next video.